Okay, so here's an overview of what you can and cannot do with vehicles and men in high command environment. So I've set up a little test here. I have the high commander module uh, for the commander related to me, and of course the subordinate module is related to one hunter and a little fire team here. Now you all know, if we go into the gameplay, Um, so there are the guys. I thought I'd be higher up in the ridge so we could see them well. Let me move in a little closer here so that you can see what's going on. Okay, so if I go into high command mode by pressing Control Spacebar, I can order the fire team around and I can order the hunter around. But I've tried many things. There's just no way to get these guys into the hunter. So here's how you need to set up in order to be able to do that. So you go back here and all you do is you use synchronize here. I won't use a shortcut key so you can really see what I want. And you desynchronize the hunter from the command subordinate, but then you group and you make the hunter part of the same group, right? Okay, so when you do that, here's what happens. You can actually order your men around or have them go into the truck. So for example, if I ask my, again, let me move closer here. So if I do control space, now you see I only have one group under my command, and that includes both the man and the hunter. Now if I go on the map and I order, bear with me. Okay, so if I press F2 and I give a move waypoint over there, and I look at what's happening, they're moving off independently. So the men are running and the truck is simply following them. So let me now what I'll do, I'll move them over here so we get a closer look. So they're moving closer to me. As you can see, the men are running. Now if I say, okay, there we go. Now if I go back in the map, and this is the way I recommend you do it, and I select the group and I put a waypoint out there, that's just to give me some time to react. Okay, so I put the waypoint, control right click on it, then I say type get in. Now suddenly the guys are gonna decide that it's time to go in the hunter, and then you can move them. I didn't pay attention that they don't all fit in the hunter there, but all those that could do. So you have to take care that your you know, the vehicle, and then they move out to the waypoint using the car. Okay, now if I give them a waypoint to sorry, F2 to select them, move them over here, control right click, and then I say type unload. Here's what's going to happen. There are two types of get out waypoint. Unload is going to unload the cargo, but the team that's driving the car there is going to stay in that car. Okay, so that car can still move around. Okay, now if I get them back in there, so again I give them a waypoint a bit further away so I have time to just react, because if you put the waypoint too close, then they hop in the, you know, they get there so fast that you don't have time to change the waypoint type to get in. And look at that, that's exactly what happened. Oh no, they're gonna get in. Okay, being good AI, they just go 5 times around the car, and you know, and there you go. So they're back in. Now let me give them, this time instead of a get out, disembark, I'm going to give them a get out waypoint. I hope I got this right. So let me once again select the squad, move them over here, control right click, type, get out. And now, if you look carefully, they're going over there and then they're getting out. The thing is that this time everyone got out, even the driver that came with the truck. So at this point I can get in, and so now I'm taking the driver's seat. I can go back in the map and I can give him a waypoint and then change it to type get in. So now all the guys that can will be getting into this hunter. So if this was a bigger truck, I mean, everyone could get in. You notice that those who can't get in, they just go on foot. And here I am. If I want, I can drive my squad around myself. Then of course I could just get out on the map and once again give them a waypoint pretty far away. Well, this is all relative, right? And then just say get out. And everyone in the truck is just going to dismount. Oh, maybe they'll wait for me to... Are they? Yeah, they are. It just takes them a while to think about it. I just want to be sure. Then I can leave them there, you know, or I can drive off with the truck. So there you go. I think that pretty much sums it up. If you do it with helicopters, it's totally awesome because they actually the copter will just hover, and the guys will jump out or climb in the copter, and then they'll move on. So there's a nice way to set things up, to move troops around in a truck if you're doing high command mode. Now the thing I don't know, and I've been goofing around with this a little bit, is how in the context of you know, this mod, how could we, by scripting, you know, undo a group, and then so what I do is I'd have a, just like I had at the start, a high command squad, which would be just a Humpty, for example, or any kind of helicopter, and then other groups being the men. And then if there was an easy way to, like, for example, select, you know, the copter squad and the men squad, then send out a radio command saying merge together, and then the script just puts the copter in the same group. So you lose one high command group because the copter merges into with the men. Then you can do the stuff I've been showing where you move them around, get them in, get them out with the waypoints, or you can even drive or fly them yourself. And then another radio command that basically says split the whatever vehicle you want out of the existing group. So you select, you know, high command squad number 3, and it has a helicopter and men, and then you just say, you know, get out, and then they split, and once again you have two different. So that way you could have a copter and, you know, ferrying men around, or have a truck and ferry men around like that. Put them together, get them in the truck, move them over, get them out of the truck, split the groups, have the truck go to another high command group of infantry, get them in, you know, by merging them first, and so on and so on. So that's the more complex thing. Of course, the simple thing would be just to create groups that have an helicopter in them, or a truck in them, and depending on what you're giving them for transport, they'd just be more expensive. So yeah, these are my thoughts. Once again, I've screwed around a little bit with scripting, but this is so hopeless for me. All the I command, you know, stuff starts with HC, so they're easy to find. HC set groups, you know, and I don't remember, get out of the group and stuff, and they put them in arrays. So you could probably, you know, get someone out of the high command group, then you have just a group, and then put the truck in the group, and then put the group back into the high command. Or maybe if you just put the truck directly in the group that's in the high command group, then it's automatically included. I don't know. And I think, you know, kind of having a feeling of the way ARMA tree works, ARMA tree scripting works, it's Probably just gonna take some time trying different approaches, from directly trying to merge two high commands group all the way to splitting them off, all the way to individual men and then regrouping them and then putting that group in the high command. Then maybe that would work. There you go. Hope that makes sense.